at MSC. EWC 2026 has not disappointed, and you can't ask for anything better to end this tournament. Yangon Galacticos, first team Spirit, Game 7. Let's go!
Today we bear witness to history. One match, one opportunity. Who is it going to be? Is it Team Spirit or is it gonna be the Yangon Galacticos as we go into our very final match? Yangon, they're showing a different side of their draft, but even for Team Spirit, the bans tell you a lot. The amount of respect that both of our warriors have put here today will not be forgotten in our history books of MLBB esports.
And you got to take those gambles in a Game 7. You can't just play around comforts. Well, you can, but obviously, look at this composition. YG, again, they pull off a composition, that unorthodox, all-in style from the match, or the game rather, that we saw against Falcons. It was all in, no frontliner. It's just Blink.
Really is just Blink so far. And I mean, the early game is going to determine everything that's going to happen. And Sawo understands when he is playing on this Gator, there's a lot of work that he has to do in these early moments. Every position that he takes could be the end for them. But I like the fact that, at least for the side of Team Spirit, despite building their composition in a style where it's definitely having to play around Hiko, they still are willing to take the Lapu on their side to make sure that nobody can get to Hiko safely. Not without committing everything they got.
This time around, it's still the same idea. Sanji would walk up again on Hiko. This lane should be good for the Claude, and so far he's done an amazing job at capitalizing on that. Now the fight, Gold Crab goes to Sanji. It's all about these small wins.
Talking about small wins here, Ying getting shoved in pretty hard, knowing that a lot of the forces of TS have come down to his side lane. Any little advantage could be the difference maker here. And you can see that showing presence makes a huge difference. Now they're going to go for their traditional rotate over into the mid lane to get Sunset Lover as close to 4 as possible. And now that Kid Bomba is for himself, he wants to maintain pressure.
So far, Kaize hasn't landed a single Abyssal Arrow at the start of the game. That's going to be the bravest fighter from Bomba, zoning Han away. Blade Surge Blink out of the way. Ying making his way back in again. The Retribution from Sour, claiming the first turtle of game number 7.
Very tactical, very clean for the side of TS. We don't need to take unnecessary fights. We just need to be together. And now First Blood achieved instantaneously. A good arrow coming in from Kaize.
Kaize hasn't played a single Selena game this tournament, and he decides to play it in game 7. One arrow landed, a kill right after. Instant capitalization as YG look to play it slow. They look for those pickoffs, and it's about map control.
And so far, I mean, we need to see Ying do a lot more on his side of the map if they want to at least fight for the next turtle, right? That's the thing. So far, it's about intercepting for the side of the Yangon Galacticos. If they can slow down the rotations coming in from TS, then they get tempo, they get that first move. And we've seen teams, that alpha strike that Yangon Galacticos are so capable of with a composition that really benefits that style.
Now it's about that build. How do they play the neutral game when nothing is available? Rapid Dry to the flicker of Blink. Able to find him, but now he's giving the Blaze Surge on Sawo. Instant taunt cancels it. Sawo, the AOG gets out just in time. Barely with a sliver of health.
Nicely done. Very, very nicely done here. There was a moment, a frame, a singular frame that Sawo was able to buffer out the AOG. The chain CC was really, really good. And honestly, the execution from Yangon was there. Unfortunately, they just didn't have enough stats to close it out. Back to the EXP, nothing much is happening here. Both Ying and Kid Bomba are playing a very neutral game. Ying will get first push most of the time, but he's never going to be able to tax Bomba.
There you go, this is the moment, man. Great cancels all around. Sunset Lover providing support, just not in range. But Sawo, he found the angle, he found that sliver, that window to go in. Sawo again, trying to go for the clear, or the secure rather, on the green camp. Up top, it's Sawo helping Hiko out in this lane. Turtle gonna be spawning in 3 seconds, and it's TS with the tempo.
Interesting. They're also bringing Hiko in for this potential fight. He's running the Purify as of right now, but he's going to be the safe haven that TS needs to fall back to. Sunset Lover is going to eat the Abyssal Arrow, but here we go.
Arrow lands on Sour. Bomba with a body block as Sawo is able to zone Blink away, and that's going to be the second neutral objective for free to Team Spirit. Han able to go for the trade. It's a purple buff stolen away up top.
And now these are the small little advantages that we were talking about here, right? Both sides refuse to give the lead up over to the other side, and naturally TS trying to play as a singular unit while Yangon Galacticos are looking for chinks in the armor. Now with the vision that we are getting from Kai's, he is very aware of the rotations coming in from Zara Egoist. Oh, Ying.
Blade Surge from Han providing support. Throws out the Queller, lands it on Bomba. A chunk of HP away. Now in the mid lane is going to be the Muddles to take Blink to half HP. Abyssal Arrow lands, but it's only onto Sawo. Now in the bottom lane is going to be the jungle. Oh, Red Tree win for Han with that second skill, Sky Piercer.
Sky Piercer, rather interesting, but now as we see Sanji get out of the way here, and we're also seeing Hunter Strike being built by Ying as first item, not even opting to go Fury Hammer into War Axe. No, he just needs the instantaneous burst.
We have to pull out the items. We have to see what items Bomba has gone for as well, because there's so much damage physical from YG. Bomba needs that Dreadnought armor or he's gonna get popped.
The motions on the map is already telling us something here, right? We're already seeing that Ying has moved over into the mid lane, while the rest of the team is trying to cover for a potential attack from the side of TS. They read it out very, very well to clear out the Lethal Wanderer, to deny that vision. Unfortunately, no, wait, hold on.
This is a deep cut. This is a greedy cut.
This might be too deep, actually.
He dashes away, has the Bravest Fighter, is able to bait some resources, but it's going to be the Bravest Fighter on cooldown, though.
And also the Retribution as well, right? So now 15 seconds left.
Blink flickers too. TS with a small win. Set up by Bomba, another flicker.
They graze the chin. They graze the chin, and now they have an opportunity. Sanji is out of there. This should be a no contest unless they get hit by an Abyssal Arrow and gets one shot. But Sunset's Lover is still holding on to the Wrath of the Dryads. It's still 50-50 here.
Let's see it. He go to the Muddles. Wrath of the Dryad already made it. Sour walks up again, is able to go for the untargetable. Han gonna be taking a half HP as Bomba walks up with Bravest Fighter! And he picks up the kill. Now onto Kaise he goes. 3 turtles, all at TS.
Oh! And they go even further underneath the turret. They take him out. Sunset Lover kills Sanji.
Team Spirit have been on the back foot the last 2 games. Game 5, Game 6, it was a YG stop. Team Spirit in this game, through the neutral objectives they played, they waited, they built those small wins, and then it exploded on YG.
You can feel the frustration, you can feel the history in their movements. They understand what this game means to not only them, but every sacrifice they've made up until this point. God given or not, right now, that's all they've got to be. They just have to have some faith that every move is going to work out. Looking at the items finally, thank you Zipper. We already see no completed items actually for the side of Han.
Bomba with a stun with the Bravest Fighter. That's going to be the taunt coming down as well, but that's going to be Sunset with a walk up, and that's going to be Bomba with a bit more damage. Hiko lands the Muddles, goes in and finds the kill on Blink.
With the trade, and on the opposite side, Ying tries his best, but no, Zara able to iframe out of there, still having that level lead.
He can't go for this.
No, it's dangerous. You know that he's going to instantly get there, and Zara, he's already on top of it. At this stage, TS, they're now starting to probe in enemy territory to see what's going to go happen. But, ooh, man, there's a lot of like weird moments in this game, especially from Yangon. It's sometimes it's like they forget, oh yeah, we can't really force without our battle spells. So I think Yangon, they just need to take a step back. It's about the timing of when they attack, not how hard they hit.
Catching your opponents off guard. That's when the knockout happens, is the punches you don't see, and YG definitely didn't see that. Now, did he see this? Han walks up to aggressive 3 members of Spirit Corral.
That's creativity there. Again, TS not only taking into account the habits that have been made and little details in this game, but now they're getting really personal with each other, really taking into the account which camp he wants to be on and how he likes to chain his abilities.
Bomba. The Bravest Fighter again on Blink. Now the Muddle's coming down as well as the sun doesn't land, but that's the Abyssal Arrow set. Oh, Sour, Red Tree.
Close, very, very close. And even Ying was looking to get into position, but unfortunately could not find the angle at this point of time. Technicality from TS is immaculate here, and now they are really finding their motion with the next 2 item purchases, the Golden Staff and that Lightning Truncheon coming in from Sunset Lover. Kaise, he's got to be very, very careful jumping into these fights. The same can be said about Han. Ying has been a little out of it for a good amount of time, which is rather surprising. I would have imagined that he would be there in first position.
Team Spirit with the lore, they have good siege as well. And YG, their clear is not that good. They have a Paquito that can go to the side lanes, but when it comes to dealing with the Lord, they're going to have to just group up together, and that means it's an opening for Bomba. It's an opening for Sunset Lover if he steals it, and Sour with AoE as well. And you can see it right here. YG just got to respect it. Hiko in the bottom lane, sending Blink away. The missile arrow lands, but he's going to body block as the sun lands from Bomba. And that's Sunset Lover waiting for a moment. Bomba will blink around. Han not able to get it as Hiko puts the damage on them with the muddles.
Honestly, not bad, but here comes the second wave, and Hiko is going to start doing it again. Sunset Lover just stole away the Wrath of the Dryads. He's got Flicker, and he's ready to go.
Now with the damage, now with the go-away, Sunset Lover with the Wrath of the Dryad, able to find him now. It's down to the missile arrow landing. With the kill, Hiko killing spree, throws it around. Ying up top, running away. It's Bomba with the bravest fighter.
They're trying to drag these waves out. They're trying to distract them, but the whole time, Sanji, he's ready to go. Ying, he doesn't mind dying for this. He's ready to put his life on the line to buy Yangon Galacticos a couple more seconds.
Hiko, mega kill, 4-0-2. Kaize finally able to get that arrow on a perfect target. It was Zaur, it was Sunset that got caught. No bounty, however, it's only on Hiko.
Man, really high intensity game, man. I can feel it up into my chest. The atmosphere in here, that's so many of these dangerous moves. I can't believe they haven't lost confidence in a lot of these motions. Yangon say, you know what? We have terrible wave clear, but if we cut the wave and we start pulling it out, we just bought ourselves another ticket at another Lord fight. They haven't lost any of their inhibitors. They lost the shielding, unfortunately, but what can you do?
Now it's, the orange secure by Kaize. Really coming online now in the 10th minute of the game. These arrows are going to start to hurt, and if Kaize can find yet another one on a big target, it could send YG back to level playing field. Bomba taking it very low. Sanji already right there, but the BMI sends him back. He needs to play it safe.
Yeah, I think he needs to reset or at least find a wave to actually, heal himself back up to where he needs to be. 15 seconds left on the neutral objective. Before that Lord spawns, we need to see Hiko lose out on his Purify if Yangon stands any chance. Wait, hold on. Kid Bomba already trying to engage Blink. He's in trouble!
The models in the back, Sawa able to get the taunt. Sanji's right there, and that's going to be Han. Bomba!
And they catch him! Double kill for Zaur Egoist! This Lord should be free! And the question is, TS, you taking the discipline route, or are you going for the throw? Because they're looking to open up the inhibitor first.
It's the Dragon Siege. Once again, Hiko with the muddle, zoning them away. Han and Blink both down. Ying in the bottom lane. Again, they are going to play it safe. Zaur was already on the Lord. He just cracked the base open. They recall and they reset.
And that's an elbow right to the temple there. Yangon Galacticos now have to worry about constantly pushing mid-wave during these neutral objectives. And worse yet, with a 7.1k lead, is it inevitable, or can there be the temple breaker that they've been praying for?
YG have to defend. It's another siege. They have to find a creative way to the back. That's the only way, but then there's a Wind of Nature. Then there's a go-away. Then there's Sawa, who's constantly behind. How do they do this?
One arrow could make the difference here. They need to find it somewhere, somehow. Kaize is looking for an angle, but TS, they are spreading very wide to ensure that there's no way that that's possible. Now with the Abyssal Traps as well, trying to slow down that wave. It doesn't actually connect on the wave, and now here they go!
Bundle's already placed. Lord going to be dealt with now with the wave in the bottom lane, and the top lane is going to come crashing down. That's a base sword up top. Hiko with a dash away from the Abyssal Arrow. Now, one final wave in the bottom lane, but Ying is caught all alone. Sawa with the chase with the AOG.
And Ying, he's able to delay this wave, and that's perfect because look at that top side. Instantly, we're seeing Han is able to do something else. He trades his life for something greater than himself, but it's not over just yet. That wave is still healthy. They still have the siege, and they even absorb the Abyssal Arrows. It didn't connect.
It didn't. Now the models are landing. Hiko dodges away, gets some shots on Kaize. So severed from Han, clears out the wave. They stay alive. YG.
Oh my goodness, this game could not get more exciting. I'm already off my seat. My knees are getting weak. My arms are heavy watching this match progress. And yet, I think it's going to come down to whether or not Blink can find a super engagement or whether Sunset Lover can finally get a punish onto YG.
I think for Team Spirit, they don't need to go for any risks. It's YG right now that needs to look for a wild haymaker. to knock Spirit out. Spirit can just build. They've got the points. They got an 8.5k gold lead. Waves to play with. A Lord spawning. All they need to do is suffocate YG. Don't give them anything to farm up. The wave up top and the mid lane, it's a guarantee. It's slow pushing anyways, but the bottom wave, keep it right there. The jungle, take it all, snatch it all away from YG.
Yep, they don't. YG unfortunately can't just sit there and take it. They're already in the guard of TS, but they cannot give under their throat. They can't give their backs up as well. They're willing to sacrifice an arm and a leg, but if that's the necessary cost to win the fight, then so be it. For now, Sawo has been playing a very, very tight game with his engages not only being immaculate, but denying a lot of the space for Han.
Big pickup, Divine Glaive for Sunset Lover. Now Blink, the only frontliner, is going to have even more trouble to deal with the damage output from Spirit.
Well, Sanji, he's going to have to try his best here, and I totally understand.
Arrow lands.
No. They still got plenty of bodies there. They're going to cover for him every single time, even
Blink.
if it slips on through.
Blink! Not going to try it. Baits out the Purify. That could be the angle. Now the Brave Spider from Baba is going to be jumping into Muddles. Won't be able to land with a stun. It's a big resource burnt out with a Purifier, but it's a flicker out for Blink.
And they got nothing out of Team Spirit. The Abyssal Arrows are now getting denied away. Kaize, he's going to try.
The arrow lands. No Purify. Sanji can go in. Kaize! Go away, coming out from Hiko as he wants in the Muddles, but that's to the back line. Sunset Lover finds Han.
And now they want to go for a little bit more.
Kaize!
Ying. He pushes him out. Kaize, again, he tries his absolute best. They got what they were looking for, but the Lord and 0 kills for the side of Yangon Galacticos. TS, this could be it. They've been waiting for this for too long.
Bomba right there. Sanji with the BMI into the bottom lane, but the wave up top is going to be good. AOG coming out of Sanji's going to be dealing with the wave in the bottom lane, but that's going to be the burst damage for Ying to be taken out. Blink next to the jumping bomb. Bomba! Jumps in with a stun. Sanji right there, but it's not enough.
Every great legend starts with an impossible dream.
Remember tonight. Remember when the dragons first took flight.
An apex predator arises.
The dragons have awoken. Team Spirit are your champions.
Congratulations to EECA. They walk away shattering dreams, but accomplishing something